Hey guys, I hope you guys are doing good and I hope your exam preparations are going on full swing. So, as usual, normally I do. So, let me say hi to people who are wishing me on the chat. And on the chat, please do let me know, guys, whether you can able to see me and hear me out well. So, let me see the chat. Hi, Gaurav. Good to see you as well, buddy. Nice to have you. And Gaurav, you are the first person who first comment in each and every of my YouTube session. As you always do, Gaurav, please let me know in the chat whether you can able to see me and hear me. Anyway, thank you for the feedback. Hi, Navas. Good to see you. Hi, Alvin. Good to see you. Thank you, Navas, for your feedback as well. Hello, Kunal. Good to see you. Hi, Romal. Hi, Yasin. Pradeep, thanks for your feedback. So, anyway, we're going to wait for a minute or two to get started. So, if you guys have any questions, please don't hesitate to write it on the chat. I will try to answer. Good. Let's wait for some time. So Navas says, Gautam, thanks for putting the questions every week after week. Thank you so much, Navas. Glad you're liking it. Hi, Mohammed. Good to see you. Hi, Pink Purple Girls. Nice name. Good to see you. Hi, Shravanti. Good to see you. Okay, guys. Please don't hesitate to write any question on the chat. I will try to answer for sure. Hello, Vinod. So here we go. Sindhu, you are here. Why you are here after you pass the PMP? Okay, let me read the reason. Hello, Gautam. Joining because I missed this and risk management was something more interesting too. Yeah, it will be interesting for you because you are doing risk management course. Good to have you, Sindhu. So I am gonna start the session with good news. Shravanti says I cleared the PMP in the first attempt. Congratulations, Shravanti. This is a tremendous achievement. Be proud of yourself and glad to know you're coming here and sharing this information with me and all of us. Thank you so much. So celebrate your success and keep moving forward. Don't stop here. Hi Bipin. Hi Mylin. Good to have you both. So, Shravanti, again, thank you so much for your guidance. It's my pleasure. Glad to know my support has helped you in your PMP journey. Good. Let's wait for a minute, guys, and then let's get started. Hi, Sumaya. Good to have you. I hope you're doing good. Okay. Any questions? Write it on the chat. I'm going to start our session. Good. So let's get started. Guys, in today's session, we're going to discuss 5 questions focused on risk. See, a risk is something very important, in the exam standpoint as well as in the real world. Now let's talk about the exam. So in the exam, the questions which are coming from the predictive side, of course, risk will have a good weightage. Yeah. And in the real world, if you personally ask me, most of the projects are failing because most of the project managers are not addressing the risk so that the risk gets realized. For example, a threat gets realized, it creates negative impact on the project objectives. So having a good knowledge on handling risk, it's very important for your real world, and also it is very important for your PMP exam. So in today's class, we're going to discuss 5 questions which is predominantly focused on risk. How are we going to discuss? Of course, you all know how we're going to discuss. I have some new people, so I want to get started the process from the beginning. Guys, we are going, as I already mentioned, we are going to discuss 5 sets of questions. How we going to discuss is, I will be showing a question to you guys on the screen, and I will be approximately giving you 1.5 minutes for you guys to answer that question. After that, I want you guys to pick write the options which you guys are picking on the chat, because I want to see which option you guys are picking. So after that, I will be revealing the answer to you. How I will be revealing, I myself will be approaching the questions by using some techniques, and then I will be revealing the answer. So, not to create any ado, let's get started. Okay, this is your first question, guys, of today's session. I'm going to give you 60 seconds for you guys to answer this question. Please pick an option and write that on the chat. I want to see that option. Yeah. Your time starts now. Okay. Let me read the comments, and I want to know which option you guys are picking. So I'm seeing D won by not unanimity, by majority. So majority of the people picking option D, because I see some people are picking A as well. Okay, good. Good to see your thought process. Okay, guys. So now let me try this question. Guys, please pay your highest attention. Please observe me, do a work shadowing, and observe me how I am approaching this question. Okay, good. On a hybrid project, the predictive team informed the project manager that they may not able to deliver the product to the agile team as planned. The agile team informed if the predictive team delays the deliverables, they cannot complete their user stories on time. As a project manager, what should be your next step? Okay, let's try to understand what is the scenario which is framed in the question, and also let's try to understand what was asked. I'm working on a hybrid project. In my project, the predictive team, means the team who is working in the predictive way, they are saying they may not able to deliver the product to the agile team as planned. Risk is always future. May not able to deliver the product to the agile team, it's a risk. It's a future tense, right? So the tense here is a future tense. Good. The agile team informed if the predictive team delays the deliverables, they cannot complete their user stories on time. Okay, simple. We identified the threat. If this threat got realized, agile team says that we cannot complete our user stories on time. As a PM, what should be your next step? Let's read option A. Conduct an ad hoc retrospective meeting and find the resolution. Okay, ask yourself, the risk is with the predictive team or with the agile team? It is with the predictive team. Ad hoc retrospective, it's for agile. Agile doesn't have any risk right now. Okay, so normally the risk we want to address is the risk which predictive team has. So retrospective, it's only for agile. I'm not in favor of it. Let's read B. Update the communication management plan and find the best way to coordinate with agile team. Nowhere in the question it is stated coordination is an issue. Predictive team has a risk that is going to affect agile team's work. Option B, not a good choice for me. A and B both are not equally good for me. Let me keep it. Let's read C. Update the lessons learned document and risk report and present the risk status to the stakeholders. See, this comes later, I would say. Updating the lessons learned document once you solve the risk, after that you have to update. Not at this point in time. As a first step, you have to address this risk. Let's read option D. C is not a good choice. At least for me, C is better than B and A. Okay, so considering C, I'm eliminating A and B. Now A and B is gone. Now it's between C and D. Let's read D. Update the risk register and together with the predictive team, find a response. Excellent choice. Guys, keep a simple mindset with you. When you're seeing an hybrid project, hybrid is a combination of predictive and adaptive life cycle. For predictive way, all the predictive process applies. For agile way, all the agile process applies. Simple. Read the question. Predictive team has a risk. In predictive team, when we are finding a risk, what we have to do? First step, update the risk register and then find a response. When you are addressing this risk, obviously agile team will be happy. So my pick would be option D based on the reasoning I have provided, which majority of the people picked. Good job, guys. Great job. That's okay if you have picked wrong choice. Please understand from my explanation. Okay, so when you are understanding, you guys are set. Not a problem. Good. Let's move on. This is your next question, and I'm not going to show you the timer for you guys because of the resolution issue, and I'll be giving approximately a minute for you guys. Your time starts now. Let me read the comments. Oh, A is a winner. Surprising. Mm-hmm. Good. Okay. Let me try this question. I'm so much interested to try this question. Good. During a daily stand up meeting, your team members found a significant threat. If the threat is realized, there will be a delay in the release of the product. The team came up with a response, and your quality team has to spend more effort in implementing the response. As a project manager, how will you handle this? Okay, good. Let me try to understand what is framed in the question. So, in a daily stand up meeting, my team members found a significant threat. They have identified a threat, which is a risk. If this threat got realized, there will be a delay in the release of the product. Now, what my team came up with is they came up with a response for this threat. But if I want to execute this response, my quality team need more time. As a PM, how will you handle this? Simple. Now I want to execute the response. For that, my team needs more time. How I will handle this? Good. Let's read the option. Leverage servant leadership and coaching skills to help the team to handle the risk response. Okay, looks like a good choice because we want to implement a response. Definitely, you can leverage your soft skills and you can make sure that team is doing the response properly. A looks like a good choice for me, but I won't conclude A is my pick without reading B, C, and D. A might be a good choice, but the best can lies with B, C, and D. Let's read B. Guide the team to engage with the product owner. This looks like an excellent choice for me comparing A. I will let you know my reasoning for that. See, we found a response. If we want to implement a response, team wants to do some work. Any work in agile project, where it should go? To the product backlog. What is product backlog? It's a work in progress document. Okay, who owns the product backlog? Product owner. Read the question carefully. Now team wants to implement this response. So before implementing the response, team has to engage with the product owner and then discuss with the product owner. Together they want to decide in the product backlog where to place that response, whether in the top of the backlog or in the middle or in the bottom. Mindset: stick to the process. Any work agile team wants to do has to go to the product backlog. The right way of engagement is I want to route the team to the product owner. For me, B looks like a better choice than A. A is gone. Now it's between B, C, and D. C, ask the product owner for additional funding. This is not the first step, maybe. And also, see, in agile project, please be aware, time and resources are fixed. When time and resources are fixed, cost is fixed. Only scope will be changing. C is gone. Let's read D. Invite the product owner to the daily stand up meeting and discuss the response. Please be aware, guys. In daily stand up meeting, we won't discuss resolution of the issue or resolution of the risk. Okay, please be aware of it. D is gone. My pick would be B here. And B is the right choice. Guys, please, I was surprised because no one has picked B. Keep your concepts right. That's what I always say. Risk response, it's a work. Any work in the agile has to go to the product backlog. Who owns the backlog? Product owner. Simple. The right step is to engage the product owner. I hope you guys have got it. Good. Let's move on. That's okay. Don't feel bad. It's just one question. Yeah. Let's move on. Okay. For this question, I'm going to give you 60 seconds. Try this. Your time starts now. Okay. Let me read the comments. C is the majority, but I'm seeing some A and D as well. Okay, interesting. Good. Okay, let me try this question, guys. On a hybrid project, your team members do not have enough competencies in designing the product. Considering the risk to the delivery dates, the project manager outsourced the design activity to a third party vendor by signing a contract. What risk response strategy the project manager used? Okay, I'm in a hybrid project. For designing my product, my team members don't have enough competency. Because of this, I have a risk to the delivery dates. So for that risk, what is the response I did is I outsourced the design activity to a third party vendor by signing a contract. So what is the response here? Outsourcing the design activity to a third party. By doing this response, what is the risk response strategy I used? Okay, let's read the options now. Mitigate. What is mitigate? Reducing the probability or reducing the impact? I did not reduce the probability here. Now the risk is completely gone, if you personally ask me. My team members don't have enough competency. Now, what's happened here? I outsourced the complete design activity to a third party vendor. Now, no more risk in the delivery dates. A, not a good choice. Escalate, nowhere in the question I have escalated it. I took an action. B, not a good choice. Transfer, this looks like an excellent choice. Reason, what is transfer? Transfer of your ownership to a third party. What is the ownership you have here? Designing your product. Did you transfer it to whom? to a third party vendor by signing a contract. So here the risk response strategy I used is transfer. A and B is gone. Now C looks like an excellent choice, but let me read D also. Avoid. Actually, I avoided the risk. What is avoid? Bringing the probability of the risk to zero. But how I avoid it? By doing a transfer. So here, avoid is a father, transfer is a child. Always pick child. Okay, guys. My pick would be transfer here. Good job. Great job. The guys who picked transfer. Okay, with the same N2, let's move on. Guys, before I move on to the next question, you know what will be coming next from my side. Any guesses? Maybe you can put it on the chat. What next will be coming from my side? Let me see whether you guys are correctly guessing or not. I'll give you some seconds time. What next I will be asking you? Like button. Yes, Alvin, you are right. Guys, just smash the like button. When my questions are challenging you, smash the like button. Yes, Gaurav. Yes, Manoj. Yes, you guys are right. Smash the like button, guys. Good. Let's move on. This is the next question, and I'm going to give you 60 seconds for this as well. Your time starts now. Okay. So, Yasin, thanks you liked my explanation. This means you have learned something new. Good. Okay, guys, let me read the comments. D is getting majority, but I'm seeing some A also. Good. Okay, let me try this question. In an organizational strategically important project, the project sponsor, just give me a minute. Yep. In an organizational strategically important project, the project sponsor informed the project manager that the project may not get the necessary resources which were estimated due to unavailability of the resources. The project manager conducted interviews and recruited new resource. What risk response strategy project manager used? Okay, let's analyze the question. What risk I have in the question? May not get the necessary resource. This is the risk I have in the question. What is the response I did? I conducted interview and I recruited the new resource. Simple. Now by doing this response, what strategy I apply? Let's read option A. Mitigate. What is mitigate? Reducing the probability or impact. If you personally ask me, I did not reduce the probability. Now the risk is completely gone. If you personally ask me. Why? What is the risk? I may not get necessary resource. What I did, I recruited new resource. Now I don't have this risk. It's not mitigate. No. Exploit is a risk response strategy for opportunity. Here we have a threat. So B is gone. Share. Share is also a risk response strategy for an opportunity. What we have here is threat. Option D, avoid. Excellent choice. And my pick would be avoid. What is avoid? Bringing the probability of the risk to zero. Again, let me repeat. What is a risk? May not get necessary resource. What I did, I recruited no resource. Now I recruited new resource. Now the probability I brought down to zero. So D is the right choice. See, these type of questions, I'll share you a trick. What you guys have to do. Always remember the definition. What does mitigate? Mitigate means reducing the probability. What does avoid? Bringing the probability to zero. And analyze the question. Am I mitigating? Am I avoiding? Like I analyzed. You will always ended up picking the right choice. Okay, guys? Good. You know what? Actually, you guys said hit the like button, but my student Muttana has mentioned, hey, you guys are wrong. Not hit, it is smash. Yes, I always use that. Smash the like button, guys. Good. Let's move on. I hope you guys have already smashed it. So I got a message again. Good news from Devendra. Hello, Gautam. Last week I cleared PMP with above target. Your live session helped a lot. Thank you so much, Jendra. I'm glad to know that my live session has helped a lot. First of all, I'm feeling like I'm part of your journey. So celebrate your success. Yeah, as I always say, don't stop here. Keep moving forward. Okay, let's try the last question of today's class. Let's do this. I'm going to give you a minute. So I cannot show you the timer, but approximately a minute. Your time starts now. Okay, let me read the comments. So I could able to see majority of the people are picking A, but some people are picking D also. Good. Let me try this question. On a hybrid project, there was a major defect identified. Your team members did a root cause analysis and solved the problem. During a coffee break, you came to know from one of your key team members that the same issue will probably arise on similar projects in the future. What should the project manager do first when responding to the risk? Okay, what is the risk here? I came to know that the same issue I solved may probably arise on similar projects in the future. So, may or will probably, that is a future, that is a risk we have. How will I address the risk? Good. Let's read the option now. Ensure the risk register and lessons learned register are updated. Looks like an excellent choice. Why I want to update the risk register? Of course, this is a risk for a future project, but nevertheless, I want to update my risk register. Guys, any guesses? What risk response strategy you will use for this risk? Any guess? This is a risk which will occur in the future project. What risk response strategy you will use? Do you have a control over this risk which is going to occur on the future project? When you don't have any control, which exactly, Deepthi, you killed it. Escalate. You have to apply risk response strategy of escalate. Add this risk inside your risk register and escalate it. The risk which you don't have any control, you have to escalate it. Yeah, that's what you should do. Add it in the risk register and escalate it. When you're adding into the lessons learned register, of course, while you're closing your project, this lessons learned register will go into OPA and future projects will take that as a reference. A looks like an excellent choice for me. Create a risk report and notify your project stakeholders. No, this is a good choice, but I'm comparing A and B. For the reasoning I have provided, still A is a better choice than B. I'm eliminating B. C, update the risk register and plan the risk response. Good choice. But let's compare A and C. In A, what you're doing? You're updating the risk register and also lessons learned register, which is the best one. Here, you're just updating risk register. For me, A is best. C is gone. Let's read D. Ensure that the lessons learned register is updated. For the same reason why I eliminated option C, I'm eliminating D also. D is a good choice. You have to update the lessons learned register. But what you're doing in A, you're updating risk register so that you can proactively escalate it, and you are updating the lessons learned register as well. Considering this reason, I'm eliminating D. My pick would be A here. See, guys, when your concepts are right, when your reasoning of picking option A is the same like my reasoning, this means you guys are good. Okay. So Papa Rao asked a question. As the problem is already solved, isn't the risk register already updated? Where in the question it's what is the risk here? First analyze the question. The risk here is it's not your project. What is the risk here? In future project, the same issue will probably arise. Will probably arise. That is a risk. That it is not solved. It is a risk. It's a future event. Okay. Good. Okay, guys. So with this, we completed today's class. I hope you guys have enjoyed the 5 sets of risk questions, and I could able to see that most of the people have picked, at least for some questions, the right choice. And I'm so happy for that, guys. And I hope you guys like today's session as well. So before I close the class, I want to make an important announcement. We have already started we have opened the batches for the month of March for my boot camp and all. It's already seats started filling. So if you guys have a target on completing this PMP certification within the month of April month, so you have to avail my March boot camp. Yeah. So and also we are not like other providers who just give you 6 days of training and you are on your own. No, it's not like that. So my team of mentors will be working with you on a one-to-one basis, and then we will be making sure you are passing the PMP exam. So that's how we have structured our course. So when you guys really interested to know how our course is structured, please don't hesitate to write an email to me. You are seeing my email ID on the screen. So it's gautham.sudhakar@eduhubspot.com. So please write an email to me. So within 24 hours, you will get a response for sure. It's not like only when you're taking my course, you should write an email. If you guys have any generic doubts also, please kind enough to write an email. So I will be responding. Okay. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's class. So let me close the session. Before closing it, let me say bye to everyone who are wishing me on the chat, and then I will leave. Okay. Okay, guys, see you all and see you next week. Alvin, thank you. You're welcome. Glad you have enjoyed today's session. So Gaurav, you're welcome, buddy. Glad you enjoyed it. So Anjali asked, what are your date for bootcamp for March? Anjali, what I would recommend is go to our website, www.eduhubspot.com. In that, you will be seeing the schedule for the March month. But nevertheless, what I would suggest is write me an email so that, before, see, as I already mentioned, we are just not a training providers. Okay. It's not like Anjali, after you attend my training, you are on your own. So we have a mentoring model. So I would request write me an email. Let's get connected and let me explain how our mentoring model works. Yeah, just understand and then take a decision. Good. But nevertheless, since you have asked, I'll give you the link. So Anjali, I'm giving you the link of the bootcamp schedule on the chat. So please have a look at it. So you're welcome, Yasin. Glad you liked the class. So Susan said, good session. Thank you. Glad you liked it. Deepthi said, another great session, Gautham. Thank you. You're welcome, Deepthi. And claps for your question. The question which I asked you, you said the right choice. Clap for that. So Papa Rao said, okay, I confused between risk and defect. Yes, you will be little confused because Papa Rao, in our boot camp, we had to discuss about risk and defect. So after that, your confusion will be solved. So Ratna, you're welcome. Nono said, thank you. You're welcome, Nono. Pink said, bye. Bye. Sindhu, thank you, Gautam. Always a pleasure to be in. It's pleasure to have you as well, Sindhu. All the best for your RMP. So Ali is asking in the previous question, the answer was avoid, and before was transfer. Why and what is the difference? So avoid. See, in question number 3 also we avoided, but how we avoided? By doing a transfer. So that's what I said. Consider avoid as a father, transfer as a child. Always go for child option. So Jimmy said, "Thank you for sharing new concept. Glad to know, Jimmy. I glad to know you have learned something." So Anjali, thank you. Yeah, I'm looking forward for your email, Anjali. Good. Okay, so with this, I have answered all of your guys' question, and see you all next week with again a challenging 5 sets of question. Until then, bye.